Hi, my name is Dalton Kane, and I recently did a Library 100 Clemson Connect workshop. And the workshop that I attended was on Are You There, God? A dialogue on religion and spirituality. So, this workshop was definitely something that I found to be helpful in expressing ourselves on this topic. I also thought it was um, I think it went really well. I thought it was something that all of the people had helped us to express ourselves and do that in a friendly way and an accepting way rather than in the way that it can be done a lot of times in public settings and settings where you may not agree with everyone else. Um, I definitely feel that our group achieved a dialogue, mostly because of the fact that uh, when we were when we were discussing, there were people who did have some varying opinions, different opinions, and despite that, uh, they were willing to express them and accept the opinions of the other people who may have had a different argument, or I guess technically in a dialogue it would be just considered a different opinion or view. And I thought that was definitely great to see that those people were that accepting. There were definitely more active voices in certain areas than others of the room. There were some people who were, contributing for every question or every topic, but there were uh, pretty much contributions from every person that was there. I would say that everyone talked at least once for sure, and then there are those that may have talked more than others, but were not intruding on anyone else's discussion. It was more of that we allowed people to talk when they were willing to talk, and the people that were more reserved seemed to be paying attention. They were just taking in the thoughts of those who were speaking more until they said something. I was probably one of the more in between of the participants. I like to listen and see what everyone else was saying, but then at the same time, every once in a while, I definitely like to get my opinion in there. So, um, and get feedback on my opinion. The reserved voices that were there, though, they were definitely you could definitely see that it was not because they didn't have anything to say, but because they wanted to make sure that when they said it, they were, getting out exactly what they had to say rather than just blurting it out. They were just being more patient about it, and the people who were being more active voices really just had a lot to say about the topic. They were just very passionate about it, so that's really cool to see also. Um, See, the role I played, and this was besides being in between active and passive voice, or sorry, active or reserved voice, I kind of played a role of defining a lot of the religions that we talked about. Last year I was a transfer, or this year I was a transfer student from Anderson University, so that's where I attended classes last year, and I was actually a major in Christian ministry, and so I had studied some other religions and stuff too, which allowed me to kind of help clarify some things for the people who didn't really know as much about what is Buddhism about, or what is Christianity really about. Even for, although the majority of the people in the room were Christians, there are always those. There's so much to be known about our religion. There's always things that people don't know. Tons that I don't know, of course. So I'd say this dialogue is a component of Library 100 because it's something that can bring Clemson students to be the type of people who not only are they able to be academics and be successful at that, but they're able to live in a world where we will hear opinions from other people. We will have opportunities to express our opinions and our beliefs. And in doing that, we need to be respectful I would rather be a student who is successful academically, um, that can carry that academic success into the real world and into a discussion and use it in a respectful way where whether I'm right or wrong, we leave the conversation with people looking and saying, wow, I don't feel uh, hurt or attacked or anything like that, but they just feel like the conversation was enriching because of uh, the way that it was carried out. The way you say something has a lot of effect, not just what you say, but how you say it. So, learning to dialogue is one way that you can keep the environment non-hostile and friendly, and that way you can actually get something out of it. Um, I definitely see that dialogue as being very useful in my Clemson University experience because I want to be able to have those type of conversations here on campus with students my age, with teachers, with anyone that I run into, the realtors where I live, or just people on the street, whatever it is. I can definitely influence them, and they can influence me in my university experience. Really, just additional thoughts that I had. It was kind of interesting that we had a group that was entirely composed of Christ claiming followers, um, other than our two workshop leaders, which they had atheist and Jewish views. Um, it was kind of unfortunate that we didn't have a little bit of a different mix. Just as far as for the conversation's sake, it would have been nice to just to understand different views better from those points of views. And we didn't get as much of that mix. However, it was still very interesting to see the smaller different views in between the Christians that were there, and also to see how similar those views were too, and how much that the two leaders accepted and listened to our views and were willing to to see all of the different things that we had to say, and also how we accepted everything that they were having to say. It was great to hear about what they were thinking, how they feel, their beliefs, and to be accepting of the fact that they can express those opinions and beliefs without feeling attacked, while we also don't have to feel attacked by them having different beliefs than us. So I thought they were really great leaders of the workshop, and I think that everyone who was attending the workshop really did a great job too, expressing themselves and listening well. And I just think it was definitely a success. I enjoyed it. So that's all for this video, and thank you for listening.